Good morning, good night, something people. We have here a review of one of my most beloved games at the moment, one of my favorite games. Doesn't mean I'm going to be totally biased, of course, towards it. You know, I'm an MMA fan, just got into it kind of, and this game helped me get into it a bit. And the game I am reviewing is, of course, as you can see by the title, EA Sports MMA. Now, this is EA Sports' first take on I do believe it's first take on the franchise, and best of E3 winner by GameSpot. Best sports game E3 2010, and it's a really good game by EA Sports. You know, considering it is their first game. Now let's get into the graphics. First of all, I'll say that kick off by saying that the game is very great, very good, very good, very good. One of the best graphically good games I've played in a while, and it really helps enhance the experience of MMA fighting games when you when you actually have when the blood comes all over the face. You can just really feel like you're part of the actual experience, and the presentation is pretty nice. You know, the main menu and everything. And they've made it really simple, which is good. You know, they don't like complicated things, but I think that when you go on Xbox Live, quite frustrating, of course, to lose, but especially in a fighting game. But um, you know, an Xbox Live side of things, there is a vast majority kind of things that you can do. You know, you can create a fighter, share it with others. You can actually download a photo from the internet and import that kind of into your 3D model, and you'll create a fighter, which is really cool. And and you know, of course, in every fighting game, there's at least one overpowered bitch, and it's it, but it's Fyodor Emelianenko, and he's just freaking annoying. Okay, if so annoying. Okay, if you're fighting against someone with Fyodor Emelianenko and you have an underpowered guy, but you like to play as him, you know, the chances are high that you'll lose. But you know, you have to get experience and everything. Of course, if they're a higher rank than you and they're playing as Fyodor Emelianenko, then you're probably going to get screwed. But also, additions to you can upgrade by not upgrade but rank up. The ranking system is belts, so you start off as a white belt, then you go to yellow, orange, green, so on. And it's a pretty cool feature actually. You get stripes on your belt each time you rank up until you get to the next color, which is pretty cool. And then when you reach the max, you get a star on your belt, the Masters Division. Pretty cool actually. You got fight cards where you can construct your own fight card, which is a maximum of 4 fights that you can do, and in a row, chain them together and play with other friends online or play with complete strangers. It's pretty cool. And now we're gonna get down to what should we get down to? Let's just say create a fighter mode is pretty in depth, not as in depth as like the WWE SmackDown vs Raw games where you can customize everything down to the cheeks and everything, but you can't seem to do this in the game, only by photo game face, where you upload a photo from the web if you want it to look like that. So you know, it's not that in depth when you go there, but the filing system itself, let's get onto that. Well, let's talk about the stand-up first. Okay, so it introduces a MMA kind of a fight night kind of analog stick punching and kicking system, which is really good. It's pretty in depth actually, and it makes you can just you could play an online match just using stand up, and you would still have a lot of fun, which is pretty good in an MMA game, and that's really great. Which is a lot of other MMA games should incorporate, like UFC. Good game as well, but not as addicting as this one. Not as good either, as well. But that's of course my opinion. So when you get down to the ground, the pound. Actually, before we get on to that, I just want to say something first. It's not a complete game breaker, but it's fucking frustrating because whenever someone punches you, just knocks even bit of your health down sometimes. But this seems to happen to me a lot. God seems to hate me for some reason, and basically, if you get punched a bit, then you go like this, curl up in a ball on the ground, and get a shit beaten out of you in this retarded minigame where you have to keep pressing B, and they can just beat the hell out of you. And I don't know, I just can't seem to do it. I'm not good at button mashing when it comes to this kind of thing, and pretty frustrating to lose this way, as it really is fucking annoying. Didn't swear that much. But it is a frustrating thing, and and also you can get knocked out by flukes a lot. But of course this enhances the realism, as you can get knocked out at any time in an MMA fight. So when you get down on the ground, the fighting is pretty good. Most of it's just based on pressing B, because so that you can not let your opponent get past you, sweep you into a better position, which is because basically it's all about taking all your opponent's stamina down, and then making sure you have more stamina, and then pressing A. So it's not very in depth as I would have hoped from this game, but they can definitely improve on it. And then you got the submissions. Great, actually. No button mashing. It's all about stamina control. And for the choke ones, you have to find a sweet spot. Very realistic kind of submission system, which I like in this game. It's very good. And what else can I say about this game? Its roster of people. There are a lot. You got Strike Force, you got the Brazilian ones, you got the UK ones. Very good roster. And also Creator Fighter adds to that as well. And the career mode, really good. Better than UFC Undisputed 2010s actually, as you can go on your phone, you can visit other places, which you could do in UFC, but the career system was really great, and there's really pretty funny articles about your victories and all that. So even talking about trolls and fanboys, and I load every single one pretty much, and that really enhances it. And but then you gotta aim to win the belt, and then the career mode is not that long. It can last you about 6 hours, 4 hours max, and but then again, it's a fighting game, so the career doesn't really have to last that long. So it's okay, but it's very good career. They've done it pretty well, polished it nicely. Now onto the final verdict of this game. Well, as I said, when you get knocked down a bit, when you got punched a bit and you get knocked down, and then you get beat up down on the ground and lose, that's really It's a half game breaker, but you can still buy this game anyway. Gonna have to give this game a give it a 8.4 out of 10. It's a very good game. Out of buy, rent, or stay away from it, I would say it's a buy if you're into this kind of thing, or maybe you're trying to get into an MMA franchise. Then this is the game for you. Very great, very nice, really good online, and it's really freaking addicting. So that's the final verdict. Subscribe, it's free. Please do your best to try and comment down below, it really means a lot. Like, and goodbye.